Hello, mamas. Welcome to another episode of You the Mom. I'm Janice, founder of Mommy Mundo. And this episode's topic is where I'd like you to open your minds and challenge you to think out of the box when it comes to health and wellness. Okay. So we're going to talk about how we moms can manage our own energy, our health, our family's health and wellness as well. And our guest today is someone who has helped me personally and a lot of other people in the journey of health and wellness. And this is an invitation for you to think about different modalities in health. And it comes from her own personal journey, which we will learn about later. It's something that comes at a very opportune time that we're going through a lot of challenges and hardships with regards to, again, health. And it's our time to try a lot of other things that might work for us, because in the end, we all have different ways of dealing with things, and treatments and modalities also have different effects on different people. So for me, I'm always open to new things, and our guest today helped me learn a lot about these very interesting and time-tested practices that have helped me in my own journey. So first, I'd like to tell you about her. She is actually a licensed medical professional with an educational background in biology, nursing, and medicine. She began her alternative healing journey in 2017 when she started taking certifications in microcurrent point stimulation therapy for chronic pain management and scar relief. She's also certified in Body Talk Access, and Mindscape. Besides that, she's also certified in Reiki, pranic healing, the Millennium Method. She's also a lover of essential oils and first aid homeopathy. And personally, I also loved having her vitamin drips, wherein I would go to her and she would put in an IV on me for vitamins, for stress, immune system boosts, and sometimes she would even put in L-carnitine for when I want to lose a bit of weight. That's a secret. Today, she adds in a lot of boosters so that we get to have better immune system for vitamin C, and then vitamin B and zinc and magnesium to help us fight against viruses and illnesses. Okay, so all these words, we're going to learn about all of that through her. So I'm sure you're going to be learning a lot, as I am. Every time I see her anyways, I learn a lot. Okay. So I'm excited to talk to her because she also has a very interesting personal journey. And you know how it is here on You the Mom. We like to share stories, real moms guesting with us, just to show that we are all in the same journey of living better lives as women and moms, and being better moms and guardians to our children. So without further ado, let's all welcome Luna Garcia. Hello,
Yay!
Luna.
Hi! Thank you for that introduction. No? Can I just say this is so surreal? No? I was a fan of Mommy Mundo na. I
Wow.
was there in the podcast. Diba?
Tunes.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Hello, good
Luna.
morning, good evening, good afternoon, world. Yeah.
I'm also so kilig to have you here because it was like when we met, we should have met long before.
Yeah.
We met through our friend Kate, and then
Yes.
we realized we've had so many connections. Even our kids, our sons were
Yes.
playing together. So anyway,
Schoolmates and
schoolmates,
all,
yeah.
diba?
But
It was so
everything for
intense.
a reason, yeah.
Of course, of course.
And
Lahat
when I
yan.
met you, you really put me on the path to going into alternative healing, which really
Yeah.
helped me a lot. Both physical, mental, spiritual, everything. So that's why I'm really excited to have you here, because I'd like our moms to open up their minds. I know that a lot of us are still very traditional, especially in terms of medicine, but right now it doesn't hurt to open your minds and try out, or even just learn about different ways that because these are actually, I said, mentioned earlier, it's time tested. But there's Eastern medicine and Western medicine. And if you can use the best of both, then why not?
Both.
But this is
Yeah.
exactly your journey, Loon.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's it.
share with us,
And
first of
maybe
all,
that's the purpose.
how it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then siguro I wanted to tell lang our viewers, your viewers, that maybe that's the
Yeah.
purpose why we met. Though it was that time when we were about to migrate, that
Yes.
purpose of opening you up to other modalities that would help you cope up. Kasi, di ba, you will be transferring to a different place and you would need like tools for you to be
Mhm.
able to face all these challenges that will await
Yes.
you there. Yeah, diba? The challenges and
Definitely.
changes. And I'm happy that we were able to equip you with whatever. Diba? And then my
Yes.
journey up. I'm really a science person. I really wanted to become a doctor, diba? Ever since I was small. So I pursued that path. I took up biology in college in De La Salle, and then I pursued um, medicine in UERM. But God had other plans. Yung MD ko, naging mother degree. So I focused on raising my family. But in between that, I was able to get my nursing degree. But me being me, I wasn't able to practice any of my educational degrees because I had to take care of them. Anakin was born with 4 holes in the heart, and my dream talaga was to be able to become a hands-on mom. Diba? Parang I think that's the career that not most would want. But for me, personal dream was to be not only to become a doctor, but to be able to be a mom for my
Yeah.
children and to be a wife, diba? My husband. And then I was opened up to my alternative healing journey in 2017 through the Healing House. Actually, before that, a lot of friends, colleagues have been telling me to visit the healing house. Maybe they saw something in me that I would be able to, I would have a new experience when I open up my eyes to this kind of type of healing. Medyo
Yeah.
close-minded ako diba? Science person
Because you
ako
came
So,
from, yeah, because you came from
diba?
the traditional medicine. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you have a headache, you take paracetamol. Diba?
Yes.
You treat it, you have
Yes.
pain, you treat it with mefenamic acid. And I was battling pain for the longest time. I had cluster
Yeah.
headaches since I was in high school.
Oh,
And then
okay.
being a full-time mom, diba? Pag mom ka talaga, you do everything. I didn't have
Yeah.
yayas to take care of my children. Very hands-on. I breastfed all of them talaga. I didn't experience buying milk for them when they were young. And of course, the pains, diba, that came along the way. I had lower back pain coupled with a cluster headache. So I was taking pain meds talaga, like candy, like M&M's,
Yeah.
popping
Popping
everything.
pills. Yeah.
Well, popping pills when it didn't work now. I'll shift to a stronger medication. And that came also with a lot of emotional changes too, diba? Sometimes when you're dealing with a lot of pain, um, we
Yeah.
have very short patience and parang it's taking a toll on me. And of course, the children suffer because I take it out on them. Diba? So
Yeah, of
I knew
course.
not only on them, but of course, the partners natin. And I knew I
Yeah.
had to do something. So I took that leap and opened my doors and seek consult in another way, diba? Parang to alleviate me of the pain that I was experiencing. And there you go. And that was it. The moment I stepped in that house, everything changed.
Yeah.
Um,
So
it,
let's
diba?
explain what healing house is because not many
Yeah,
might
oh
know.
yeah. Healing House, it was a facility back then where it's an alternative healing facility
Yeah.
where some call it the age healing, which is a term that not everyone is open to. Diba, we just have to keep an open mind maybe today while listening to us. Nothing's really concrete. It's just that this is real life. This is my
Yes.
journey that I'm sharing with Janice and
Yes.
to all of you. And I just kept an open mind there because I knew I had to do something. Diba?
That's right.
Because a change because it's eating me up. The pain is eating me up.
Yeah.
Yung the
And it's
emotional
affecting your
changes.
family
It's
already.
affecting, yeah. Diba?
Yeah.
Whatever. If you're a mom, you're in charge of everything. You're keeping everything together.
Yeah.
And if you crumble, everything else follows. Eh. So
In
we
our
have
other
to fix
podcast
ourselves.
with Dr. Itchel, she said that the mother is the barometer of the family, right? So whatever we're
Yes,
feeling.
diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to stay strong no matter what. But
Yeah.
how would you fill that cup? How would you like fuel it? Diba? You have to find ways. It might be like all the really serious ones, or maybe the
Yeah.
baba ones. As long as you fill that cup, you will be able to
Yeah.
move forward. So for me, that was the trigger. I mean, that was just not call it a trigger, but
That
that
was
was
your
the start.
motivation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. My
So Luna,
family.
so did you find out what was wrong? Why you had the migraines and stuff? What did you discover?
Maybe it was just putting a lot of pressure on myself because through my journey I realized that sickness it's not just brought about by something that's genetic.
Mm.
Diba? I realize it now talaga. It's basically stress. Stress can be a lot of things. Diba? In
Yes,
one of
that's
if
true.
you listen to one of the sessions we had, I explained that stress can be environmental, physical, anything and every stimulus that we put in our body is stress.
And that is so
Diba? The
real
food that we
now
eat,
with what we're going through.
yeah. Yes,
Everything is
anything
stress.
that promotes change in our body is stress. Hindi lang siya negative eh. Di ba? Being overly happy is also stress because it
That's
changes
true.
the reaction, eh, di ba? Di ba? We
Yeah,
also
that's
cry when
true.
we're happy eh. And it
Right.
changes the chemical makeup, di ba? The energy flow in our body changes. So anything that changes the energy flow in our body creates something, di ba? It can
Yes,
be a
that's true.
symptom. Diba? It can be a
Yeah.
physical symptom, emotional, a psychological. And that's what we have to teach our body, how to react to the stimulus that is created by our environment. Diba?
Right.
The environment, kasama na dyan the family, the
Yeah.
friends, our office mates, or even what happens in the, diba, sa
Yeah.
paligid natin, diba,
Current
outside.
events also. Yeah.
Yes, I don't watch the news, not because I don't want to
Yeah.
be informed, but it stresses me so much eh. Because there
That's
are a lot of
right.
things that we cannot unhear, unsee.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
And
True.
it will stay in your subconscious eh, na naka-embed siya. And
Yeah.
every experience that you have from the time
Yeah.
that you were born or even before the time you were born has a great effect on your health status.
That's right.
That's it.
Okay,
And
so
how do
Loans,
you like navigate it?
how did you shift or how did you discover that you wanted to actually practice non-traditional ways of healing?
Okay, when I was in the healing house, I said, well, what will I do here? I just want to heal. I just want people to be not in pain, not to be, I mean, to be balanced, to be happy, to always be smiling. Di ba? You know me, Janice. Di ba? I make
Yeah.
the worst situations fun pa rin. Di ba? Even if we're in the,
Yes.
di ba? Parang I want everyone to leave with a smile. So I
Yeah.
was just there observing. And then um, microcurrent point stimulation was introduced. There was a class. And
Yeah.
the one who invented it went and I took the class. It resonated with me. So
Yeah.
microcurrent point stimulation therapy, it's just needleless acupuncture. It uses
Yeah.
a tool and it's called the dolphin neurostim. It stimulates the acupuncture points. So it's like your traditional acupuncture sans the needles.
Yes.
I don't like needles. That's why I'm very careful when I work with needles. Diba? I want when I
Yes.
do IV therapy, I want one shot because I don't want my patients to feel anything. And I'm
Yeah.
blessed that I'm lucky that I get to do it, and the patients are happy that they don't feel pain when I administer their IVs. So it started with taking that course, and when I
Yeah.
practice it, the results are amazing. My patients were really in pain, mostly the text neck, the back pain,
Yes. Tight
shoulder
shoulders.
pain, type so yeah, knee
Yes.
pain, everything. I've had patients who've been under physical therapy for months and just visited me for like 3, 5 sessions. I never
Yeah.
saw them again. The
Yes.
success of treatment is when there's no patient return.
Yes,
So,
right.
di ba?
They
Kasi that's how
graduate.
I gauge it. They graduate. Though,
Yeah.
it's good for us if we
Mhm.
see them. But kasi, if you see them all the time, it means it's not
Yeah.
working on them, di ba? Parang
True.
ako, if I
True.
see you once, twice, you're good, and then you message me like, oh my, Sanya, finally I could be able to like reach out and tip my bra. I'm sorry, but
That's true.
those are my happy. Those are my rewards when I receive messages that they are pain free. The patients are pain free. Kilig. That's the term I use.
Yeah.
Kinikilig talaga ako when I receive messages na they feel okay, that they could walk, they could run, na they weren't noticing it. Diba? Others who
Yes,
have
yes.
difficulty walking, bigla na lang daw nila na-realize they were running to the door. Those are my
Wow.
happy stories while doing the
Yes.
microcurrent point stimulation therapy. Then along the way, a year after, um, I took a course on body talk system.
Body
It's
talk.
like,
Yes.
yeah, body talk. It's like it's also defined as needleless acupuncture, but on a different approach.
Mm.
Body talk is a very powerful modality, and it deals with priorities, not the symptom itself, but the root cause on why your body is exhibiting symptoms. It's very
Okay.
complex. It might be hard to understand, but it's very, very simple. It's non-invasive. I just need the
Yeah.
patient to lie down, and it's through neurofeedback. I would get the answers by asking questions without even the patient talking. And it's
Wow. Yeah.
tapping and breathing. It's like resetting the patient. To promote balance, synchronicity and harmony
Yeah.
among the cells in the body.
Just to illustrate to our, because I am slightly familiar with Bloody Talk because we've been talking about it and you've been
Yeah,
teaching some
yeah,
aspects of it. Can you
yeah.
share an actual experience with one of your patients so that our moms can learn how it works? Like,
Okay.
if you use neurofeedback to help a mom or
Well, well,
anyone? Yeah.
actually, I'll share an experience where one of the techniques of body talk were uh,
Okay.
aside from body talk, there's a parang, quicker version of that. It's body talk access. It's something
Right.
that you could share later with your viewers, so they will have a tool that they could use to, alleviate their stress or their anxiety, or even teach to your children. Um, One of the most powerful techniques in body talk is the cortices technique. And
Yes.
I would want to share with everyone that my husband suffered a stroke in October of
Mm.
2020. And he had to wake me up from sleep because he felt that he wasn't able to move the right side of his body. And when I jumped up the bed, of course, I had to shout. Sabi niya, I shouted first before doing the cortices technique to him. The first thought was, of course, I prayed. I didn't pray. I shouted to God to save my husband's life. And the first thing I did was to do the cortices technique, because the
Yeah.
cortices technique creates a communication between the left and the right lobes of your brain. And it creates energy flow in your body. It's quick. It's about 2 minutes. And if you know it, like 1 minute na how you do the technique. And while doing the cortices technique and shouting to God to save his life, he was able to move his hands, and I was able to bring him now to the hospital.
Yeah.
So, and of course, the intention is there for him to,
Yes.
to heal and to move. And everything that we do, diba, I believe that energy follows thought. Whatever
That's
we,
right.
diba, whatever we throw out there,
Yeah.
it's what happens. Diba? Especially
Yes.
us
Yes.
moms, we have a very strong instincts and emotions
Intuition.
that,
Yes.
diba, intuition that when we say something, it's really with passion and
Yes.
emotion. Yeah, feeling ko whatever we pray for. I mean,
Yes.
diba, God really listens to us because, well, it's there, eh. Diba, the purest of
Yes.
intent.
Agree.
Diba?
Yeah. Actually, our mind can heal our bodies, right?
Yes,
So that's part of it.
because,
That's yeah.
yeah, because God built us to be able to heal ourselves. It's just that we
Yeah.
have to know how. Because what
Yes.
works for me might not work for you. So you
Yes.
have to be
Right.
to keep an open mind and find that tool that you could use. Hindi naman siya
Yeah.
kailangan complicated eh. Di ba? For
Yes.
me, less is always more. Di ba? You don't have to have
True.
a line of things. A whole ritual. For me,
Yeah.
one deep breath, one deep breath cycle can do a lot. Diba? Kasi when you
Right.
inhale, try inhaling deeply. And then parang when you inhale, it just reads your body of all the imbalances. And then when you exhale, it does the
Yeah.
necessary corrections. Di ba? Pag sinabi, di ba,
That's
when we
true.
feel bad, that buntong hininga, that Pinoy term, di ba, pag nagbuntong
Yes.
hininga, okay, let's do it in English. Let's sigh, di
That's
ba?
I.
Call it, yeah, that
Yung,
sigh of
hi.
sigh. Kaya di ba, sigh of relief. Di ba? Kaya they call it
Yeah.
sigh of
Correct.
relief. Kasi, ay, okay ka na. I mean, that's how I
Yes.
do it eh. Di ba? Others think sides are like negative. Why not change your perception? Make it
That's true.
positive. Di ba? Kung
I love
nagbugtong
that.
hininga ka,
Yeah.
because you want to release it. Di ba?
Yes.
Di ba? Tayo kasi tayo bugtong hininga. Bakit? Ano nangyari sa'yo? Ba't nagbugtong hininga ka? Eh, nagbugtong hininga ka kasi I, I love it. I'm done. Di ba?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
if you
like
can't
you're in
change that,
awe. The buntong hininga can be in awe. Parang, ay, salamat.
yes.
In awe.
Yeah, and di ba, I want to
That's
share, you can't change your circumstance. Change your perspective. Nandiyan na yan eh, di ba?
that's true.
Change how you look at things. Everything bad can be turned into good. It's
And
how
Luna,
you see
I know since I know I've known you for well a little over a year now, or
it.
no,
Mm-hmm.
because of the plus pandemic, so 2 years. Kasi
Uh-uh.
we don't count 2020, diba? So around
Uh-uh.
2 plus years, and I've noticed that
Mm-hmm.
with you, like I wouldn't know that you were carrying so much. Parang you're just always happy and laughing.
Yes.
Can you, besides what you've already mentioned, um, what can we tell our moms who are worried or stressed, right? Or carrying a lot of concerns now.
You know, kasi I don't show it a lot, but I guess it's really my faith. Diba?
Yeah.
It's my relationship with God talaga that, I'm not really a spiritual person, but I know I have this direct line to Him. Because Janice, my life experience, the family experience,
Yeah.
it's really not your normal, diba? I mean, you know my story. And if I'm not a woman of faith, I don't think I'd be able to
Yeah.
smile, to laugh, to be even in front of you right now. And
Yeah.
because it all
True.
starts with that surrender and trust that whatever comes your way, may solusyon na yan eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
Walang problema mo,
True.
walang solusyon. It's just that kailan darating yung solusyon, paano mo
Yeah.
susolusyonan. Di ba? Us,
So
we
that's
have
really
to,
mindset, no? It's
yeah,
proper
yun, the
mindset. So
mindset.
it's
And
anchoring to, yeah, right.
di ba? We have to be solutions-based. Hindi yung
That's right.
you will be
Yeah.
stuck on the problem. Kasi kahit anong gawin mo, nandiyan na yung problem eh. No matter how you see it, the problem is there. It won't change.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you focus on the solution and just trust that, may solution, it's just that the timing, yun lang di natin masasagot. But if you,
True, true.
gumawa ka ng paraan, di ba?
Yeah.
We were equipped with that. We were equipped with that intelligence, that knowledge, and ang dami dyan, di ba? We have built, one thing I could say na I might not be, that corporate or whatever, but I built relationships. And for me, yun yung greatest treasure ko in a relationship I have.
Yeah,
Diba?
that's true. Yeah,
And
I know.
they will be the ones who will
Yeah.
be there eh.
And
Diba?
also,
And
once I am sure that if I see it, your kids see it, and your husband as well see that in you, and it helps them, diba, in their own stresses and challenges that they go through.
yeah.
So I know that you've also taught them how to use your modalities,
Yeah,
right? Can you share that story about
the amidala.
your
Diba?
amidala?
The
Yeah.
amidala is my youngest. So I have four
Wait, so
children.
Luna's kids are named after Star Wars characters.
Yeah, they're Anakin, Luke,
Yeah.
Leah, and Amidala. They're
Yeah.
22, 20, 18, and I have an 8-year-old. There you go. So Amidala is my 8-year-old. And she's the one usually at home. Diba? During, not the pre-pandemic days, everyone's in school na. And then Amidala would see me when I do the parties, these techniques. So she knows how. So every time she gets the allergies. Diba? Pag nag-allergy, sometimes diba, the upper lip blows up. So
Yes.
before she gets the the eyes, to apply cold compress. She does the courtesies. And you would see her to go, Mom,
Oh,
I have allergies. Yeah, and
oh,
it's nice because it's your go-to but the balance and it makes your body relax talaga. And I am so excited that maybe later we could share to your viewers how these
yeah,
simple techniques
that would
to
be great.
equip them. Let's give them tools that are they will be able to do and share to their families. Because we talked about the microcurrent stimulation. It really deals also with a lot of things, and not just the pain, which is physical, but the emotional. I've seen patients pre-pandemic for depression, anxiety, because it's aligning you. Diba? When you're aligned and balanced, everything follows. And that
Yes.
modality also is very supplementary with body talk. And since we are moms, our primary concern now is our children. The modality also would greatly help children, di ba, to eliminate their phobias, di ba? Siyempre,
That's true.
ang mga anak natin, they have also their stresses, di ba? Pag nasabi na may tummy ache, ako alam ko na, no? You're just stressed. It's just that you don't want to wake up early for school, di ba? And di ba, body talk can also improve their
True.
emotional control, di ba?
Yeah.
Digestive problems, di ba? And that
Yeah.
also their academic performance for those the athletic types, it also increases their
Yeah.
improves their athletic performance. And
Oh,
diba,
it
all
does
the
as well. Yeah.
yeah, because
Mm.
diba, it balances you
Yeah.
And then, diba,
Everything. Yeah.
everything, if you have balance, you can perform, diba? You have this optimum health and you could perform, diba?
That's true.
You can perform well, diba? And not only that, just sleeping patterns. Yun yung
So it will
notice.
help insomnia as well and all
Yeah,
that.
the first
Regulate.
effect talaga, diba? The first effect that
Yeah.
you would notice in anything that you do is the quality of your sleep.
Better sleep.
Di
Yes.
ba? You know you're balanced, you know you're okay when you are able to sleep well at night
Yes. And they
without
say that
any
nowadays sleep is actually one of the a prime commodity in our lives. Diba?
yeah,
It's like the
ngayon, di
pinnacle of
ba?
health is good sleep.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
why, di ba, a lot of us take supplements to get to sleep. Di
That's
ba, others
right.
just, take melatonin. Others would
Yes.
be more aggressive and take the mga sleep aids and everything like that.
Yeah.
But if you do like tools, just even a simple breathing exercise that we could find
Yes.
online, it would really help promote sleep because what you want to achieve lang talaga is balance. That's what we
That's
need
right.
in life, balance. If you just focus on that
Yes.
balance and find the way on how you would be able to achieve that balance, you're good.
Yes. It's true.
Diba? The right food, diba? Yun yun.
So when we were younger moms, if you remember, Loons, the goal was time, balance of time, diba? Time management. But now
Yeah,
I
time
feel that
management.
energy management is even more
Yeah.
important, right?
Because I think
So,
that's the pinaka-basic
so that's
Because
balance of energy.
we mentioned earlier that anything that affects our energy flow creates the change. Diba?
Yes,
Di
right.
tayo, I mean, during yung mommy mundo times, I love it, but it was past my mommy carrying age. All those
Yes.
gadgets, diba? Ang sarap pag
Yes.
when you have all those the carriers, all those sleep monitors, all those
Right.
when you're pregnant, you put all those mga stimulating stuff,
Yeah.
diba?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, those, yun, kaya ako na-excite ko, oh gosh, she's so galing. She was able to create this community that would be easy for moms. Kasi di ba, we were
Yeah.
at a loss before.
Right.
Ako, with my time, I had to
Yeah.
DIY.
Yeah.
Yeah, di ba? You need to find ways. But
That's why I had to email nga breastfeeding consultant in the States just to get advice back
yeah,
then. Yeah.
yeah, that's you found your purpose and really organizing things and make it easier
Yeah.
talaga. You made it easy for the moms and
Yeah.
God
And the goal
bless.
here is to also make this a platform for people like you who have so much to share, and hopefully we're able to help our fellow mommies get
Yeah,
better.
because
So
maybe it's the experience, di ba?
yeah.
I mean, experience is a cliche siya na experience the best teacher, but it really is. Because the books that we were buying before,
Yeah.
the gestation, di ba? Remember the stick books? It never
Yes.
worked.
The Dr. Spock,
Whatever, ang dami nun. Wow,
what to expect.
what to expect when you're expecting, that's it. But, I mean, reading it, it's so different. Eh. My child
Yeah.
was born with 4 holes in the heart. It didn't say, diba, in
Yes.
that book on how you will manage it.
Yes.
Diba?
True. And Luna, did you know the early years of Mommy Mundo, we were so focused on teaching moms healthy pregnancy, breastfeeding, baby care. And it was only around 5, 6 years ago that we started focusing on moms,
Yes.
self-care, well-being. So
Self-care, yes.
because we realized nga that it starts with us, right? Starts with
It
us.
really does. It really does. Because once we get drained, well, wala na. And we shouldn't be giving what we have. We should be giving up our overflow. Our
Yeah,
cup should always be filled, diba?
true.
And what we give out is overflow. So, where will you get that overflow?
Yeah.
Diba?
Right.
Madami.
So
Diba?
Luna,
Diba?
how do you manage your own energy? Because you see so many people and they're all relying on you to help them lift up their energy. But what do you do? For example, if you're really like depleted and all, besides watching our favorite
Oh,
BTS.
ayun na.
Of course, I have to
Barahe.
mention them.
Hindi pwedeng mawala yan. But it seems so babaw. I mean, for a lot, but it really heals eh. May kababawan. I mean, I don't go for all those serious stuff. The
Yeah.
the really, really serious stuff to, recharge, regenerate, and whatever. Yung quick stuff. Kasi I love it. Whatever makes you happy. And I'm such a simple about person. I
Yeah.
have a simple joys. And BTS talaga. My BTS and K-drama, whatever. My
Yeah.
friends know this. Since 2009, Janice. It's where I get
Wow.
my energies talaga. When I'm so tired, my husband gets mad at me now. Instead na I'll sleep and rest,
Yeah.
my downtime is really, because I get to laugh. You also learn it.
That's
You
true.
also
That's
learn
true.
different cultures, the traditions, and their ways that you would realize, wow, they're so different. They're so strict. Kaya pala like this, like that. And then you also learn in those small stuff. And that's how I do things. Simple lang eh. Kasi
Yeah.
it works for me.
Plus, they're
Diba?
also eye
I'm like,
candy, diba? They're also aesthetically
ano,
pleasing.
of
You
course.
have to
And
say.
it makes you happy. When you smile,
Correct.
di ba? Mas
Yeah.
madaming muscles ang na-exercise mo
That's
when you smile
true.
rather when you frown. Di ba? And what I do is when I mukmuk, you also
Yeah.
get frustrated. We have sumpongs. Nagmumukmuk tayo when we're tired. I shout a
Yeah.
lot. I said, I really shout a lot.
You
Anyway,
really shout?
yeah, masigaw ako eh. I mean, I just,
Mm.
gago ka, bakit? Diba? I mean, you have to let it out. Because I'm feeling ko kasi once you keep it, ayoko magkasakit, ayoko
Yeah.
magka-wrinkles.
That's
Parang
true.
I
That's
let it
true.
out. I let out steam eh. And then you calm down. And then, we have our different ways talaga. And it's how I roll. Mga ganyan, diba? I let steam out.
Yeah.
It works for me. And I guess, I'm still who I am. I mean, I'm back
It's
to who
just
I am.
owning
I
who you
mean,
are. It's just being authentic
yeah,
to yourself, what you need.
yes. And that's what we have to be. We have to be real. It's so
Yeah.
hard to put up that face, that mask. Yun yung nakaka-deplete ng
Okay, this is a
energy. Who's
perfect
not you
segue
are.
to your
Ay,
latest passion project.
ah,
So, I'd like
yeah.
to ask you about your latest project, your latest endeavor, which is really exciting. I know you sent me some here in Canada, and I'm going to try
Yes.
it
It
as
reached
well. So,
Canada na.
tell us about your latest baby, because it's also more than the brand. It really talks
Mm-hmm.
about being your authentic self, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's self-care. I guess that's my part
yeah.
in the brand. We conceptualized my friend and I, Vina Navarro, and we 2 years ago she's really passionate about us skincare. And ako rin, it's been my practice since time that simple things, simple skincare techniques.
Yeah.
And, di ba, it's really we have to be simple and very basic lang. We put up this brand called Unfiltered. And it's really to promote self-care through skincare. And now we have a campaign, diba? It's a Raise Your Leg Challenge. It's really to promote awareness and loving oneself. Diba? And I recently posted my entry, how we want to really, how we admire, celebrities. But no matter how much we try, we will never be that person because we just really have to be ourselves. And that's the highlight of it all, diba? We have to own who we are and be proud of it. And, just raise your leg up and be proud of who you are. Be the real you. And that's what campaign is all about. That's why the brand is unfiltered. You have to be unfiltered. You have to be you. Even with skincare. Diba? What, don't splurge on, makeup is really nice. Diba? But don't cover up. Diba? Spend on products that would highlight your skin. Diba? It's not your skin color that's important, diba? It's how
Yes.
you like bring it out. Okay, inside out, eh. I really notice that no matter what you do. I mean, I'm not against cosmetic surgery. If I need it, I will do it. But diba? It will show it. It will show in your eyes. It will show in your smile.
True.
So you have to fix yourself inside and the outside will follow. Kaya dapat
Right.
simple lang yung skincare, di
Your
ba?
regimen. So it's a
Yes,
whole line
correct.
of
It's a whole line.
skincare. Where is it?
Yeah, we
Where
have.
can they get it now?
Uh, you can follow our social media account. We have an IG page. It's unfiltered skin underscore Maine. There you go. And just shoot me, shoot the account a message and we'll be able to assist you in your needs. So we have a facial line. It's called the No Filter Kit. And we call it all that you need. It's a very simple regimen. And we came up with a body line as well because a lot of people were asking if you have something for the body. And our ambassador is Jenny Mercado for the soap, the White Glow Body Soap. And the supplement essence, the lotion that we call it a body essence, will be coming out soon too. So more products to
Wow.
come. Yeah, more products to come. To first to supplement the needs of our skin. Diba? Not to
Cool.
change it, but to enhance it. Diba? Of course,
Mm.
coupled with how you'll be able to uh, promote self-care, self-love, and bringing out the best version of
Of
you.
you, yes. I
Diba?
love what
That's
the
it.
brand stands
That's
for
me.
and even the name
Yeah.
itself. We don't have to hide
Unfiltered.
under filters, right? To and just allow
Yeah.
ourselves to show. So you're going to be giving away a few products. You just have to
Yeah.
do the
Yes,
raise your
yes.
leg challenge. We're gonna post it
Yes,
with this
please.
podcast so you can join.
Yes, yes, yes. Please, I'm encouraging everyone to join the campaign. Not only to highlight the product, but it's more of a promoting confidence, di ba?
Yeah.
I give it a lot of thought
True.
pa talaga if I would post it and but I have to bring it
I
out
love
there.
it.
If I would do it, parang may what if ako eh. Di ba? Ayoko nung may what if eh. Di ba? I should
Of
have, I
course.
sayang,
Yeah.
I dapat. Yan yung, I have a
We'll
lot of
share the
those.
post here, the picture.
Di ba? It's funny. Di ba? That's how I want it eh. Di ba? Funny siya, but you would feel the messaging.
It's an
Maybe
empowered
that,
post. I saw it.
yeah, that's who I am. Diba? I like
Yes,
things
definitely.
light but relevant. Yun
Correct.
yung gusto ko mangyari.
Definitely you.
I want others to see me that way.
Mhm.
Diba? I might be funny, pero serious ako. I'm a
Correct,
serious
correct.
healer. I make people well. Kahit na naman
That's
papatawa ko
true.
lagi.
Guys,
Diba?
believe me, she makes people well.
Diba? I
The
might not
people
look
will
like
testify.
yeah, I might not look like a very serious medical professional, but I do my work well. You know,
You do naman,
I do my
Luna.
work.
You actually look, you really look good. I love your new hairstyle. It's so
Oh,
you.
thank
I mean,
you.
not a
This
lot
is
of people can carry that. And it shows a lot of confidence and
confident.
realness Rini. So
Yeah, this
seriously.
my hair. This was how I looked 30 years ago. But I was a basketball player in Dallas South University.
Oh,
So
diba?
I just brought back, how I was because
You
with
are so
what's
multifaceted.
happening, yeah, with what's happening now, you have to like, diba, parang
Yeah,
reinvent yourself. You have to like,
that's
we
so
are trapped in
true.
our homes. Diba,
Tsaka if
we're
you want to
trapped.
do something, just do it. Just stop overthinking, just do it.
Yes, yes. Parang no, what ifs? Kasi
Right.
diba, my greatest what if was, what if I got my medical degree? My life would be different eh. I wouldn't be in this
Yeah,
path. Diba?
true.
We wouldn't be talking about, body talk. We wouldn't be talking about
Right.
MTS therapy now if I did become a doctor. But, I
Yeah.
just thought, God has other plans because I was supposed to pursue it. And then I had amygdala. Diba?
Yes.
The circumstance talaga eh. So when I realized that no matter how much I try to really go back and get my medical degree, something happens there. So maybe
Yeah.
it's high time for me to realize it's not for me. I am not that person that can see a patient, write a prescription, and take care of them. I might be able to take care of them in some other way
Yeah.
to
And
heal
that's what you're
them. And
doing
this
now.
is it.
Yeah,
And
this
this
is
is
it.
what I'm doing now. And I am
Yeah.
able to do it personally, not, prescribing medicines for them to feel better, but
Yeah.
doing that needleless acupuncture to them, doing
Yeah.
that body talk techniques to them, doing that
Yeah.
tapping to them. And for me, I mean, I'm fulfilled. I'm complete. Diba? It makes me complete
True.
because that's my dream to be able to heal, to be able to alleviate pain, to be able to make people smile. Now, when they leave my clinic, when they close their door, may ngiti, kahit ba yung the way na we just share their stories. Marinig ko lang sila
Yeah.
tumawa kahit masakit, diba? I mean, it makes you feel good. And I'm sure the patient will feel good as well.
Definitely.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
Just seeing your smile makes me feel, diba? I mean, just seeing
Diba?
you. Trademark Luna. I
Tapos,
call Luna Luna Love, in fact.
uh, J-Love. We just love each other. Yung 2 years namin, parang 20 years na eh, diba? It's
Correct.
so sweet.
Yeah.
If I like, parang pag naalala ko talaga, Janice, not just because, we're talking this way, pero this is an avenue talaga. Diba when you put up Mami Mundo, all those mga, the bazaars, and I would really
Yeah.
go, diba? We would join pa, diba? Remember when we had this company. And, wala.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy that we're having this conversation now, being able to share, our experiences as moms. Because iba-iba
Yes.
tayo eh. We have different approaches. We have different values. But what works
Yes.
eh? And we want
Yeah.
the best for our children.
Yeah. And loans now,
Diba?
the world has changed so much that even
Yes.
just teaching breath work is such a big thing. Like just to
Yes.
remind moms to,
Breathing talaga eh. Kasi light breathers tayo eh, di ba? Pero day life, you notice they just need.
yeah.
Pero once you like set aside a few seconds, you just, take 3 breath cycles, everything would change. You will
Yeah.
feel lighter. And even though the anger, the frustration na gusto mo ilabas mo to change na yan. Di ba? I mean,
Correct.
a few seconds eh,
Over.
di ba? Di ba?
Yes.
Yung
Yeah.
snap of a finger. Yun, we all have to practice that. I'm not saying I'm perfectly doing
Yeah.
it. I have a lot of shortcomings too, as a person, as a mom. But, what we strive is for us to be the best version of ourselves.
Yes.
Diba? So
And if you
dapat we have
forget
to
to do
work
it
on
today,
ourselves.
do it tomorrow. Do
Oh,
it. You can always
yes.
catch up. Diba?
Yeah, that's a good thing about life. Diba?
Yeah.
You could always reset. Diba? When
True.
you wake up, it's another day. And, you can make things better. If
Yeah.
what you did yesterday didn't work, find another way. Diba? Ganun
Yeah.
lang yun eh.
True.
We have to experiment on things. We don't have to be a creature of habit. Na, what we
Yeah.
see what we see other people are doing, we do too. Yeah, you try and try and try, and there's no harm on keeping an open mind and just focus
Yeah.
on your goal. Diba? Goal setting. And
True.
diba? And Focus on our dreams. Diba? We have a lot of those, J-Love. We have a lot of
Yes.
dreams. And when you get
True.
that dream,
Yeah.
dream bigger. Diba? Diba?
Yes.
My bubble dreams all came true. Okay, level up tayo. Let's dream again. Let's create more dreams. Bigger dreams. Diba? When
Right.
I said about
Yeah.
my dream na hindi achievable, walang dream na hindi achievable. You have to
Correct.
work on it.
Yeah, Luna, you have,
Diba?
diba, you have dream.
You know, uh, Mommy Mundo is there to support my dream, di ba?
Of course, Loons. One thing that you've been working on, I know, is gonna be coming out soon. Your website, it's
Yes.
experienceluna.com.
That,
So it's
yeah.
not up yet, but it should be. Well, this podcast is gonna be up forever. So if you happen to be online, you can check it out,
Yeah.
or check out Luna's unfiltered skin dot underscore main, and
Yeah.
experience Luna. That's at experience Luna. That's her business page, and her trademark name at La Luna
The,
Loca.
yeah.
Diba? That's
The
so her.
crazy
That's
moon.
her
The
personal.
crazy moon.
Yes. So,
Di
Loons, do
ba?
you want to teach them cortices?
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
We did it last night. Now let's share with
Yeah.
everyone the courtesies technique. So the courtesies technique is one of the most powerful techniques in body talk. The courtesies is the covering of our brain, and our goal is to balance the energies of our body in this very quick tool. What we need to do now is to be able to make exaggerated breaths. So you inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. As in super exaggerated breathing. Inhale and then exhale. And then we have to make use of the palms of our hands. One would be closed. We put it in the occipital lobe, which is the groove that you find at the back of your head. And the other hand should be open. And this is what we'll use to tap. What will we tap? We will tap our head brain, our heart brain, which is located in the sternum, and our gut brain, which is located at the level of our navel. So when we tap the head brain, we have to focus on repair because tapping the head brain stimulates the brain to make the necessary corrections. And then when we tap the heart brain, which is at the level of the sternum, we have to focus on storage because the heart complex is the one that stores the repair that we just did in the brain. And then when we tap the gut, which is at the level of the navel, we have to focus on absorption, the digestion, and the integration of what we did. So very easy. While tapping, we have to take 2 deep breaths and focus on
Luna, do we have
what
to
we need
think
to do.
about a certain aspect that we have to heal, or just
Um, no,
breathing only?
before just breathing only. But
Okay.
before we do before you do the cortices technique, of course, it means that you're anxious or you're bothered, you're not focused, or you can do an active evaluation where you have to stand. Just take you might have back pain. What we do now is to connect the right lobes of our brain. So after the occipital lobe, we just go up to the parietal and then to the frontal lobe, and then later we'll do the temporal lobes. So let's start. This is quick. It's less than 2 minutes, but the changes that you feel, it's really, really amazing. It starts with having a good rest. You can do this uh, as much as you want the moment you wake up or before you sleep at least. Okay, so let's start doing the cortis technique. Let's put one palm at the occipital lobe, and then one hand tapping the head brain. Make sure now your fingers are spread out to be able to tap the left and the right lobes. So inhale, exhale, focusing on your pair. Inhale, exhale. Now we move down to the sternum to tap the heart brain. Now we focus on storage. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we move to the gut brain at the level of the navel, focusing on absorption, digestion, and integration. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now with our free hand, just put it on top of the hand that's on your occipital lobe so you won't miss a cold spot. Release your left hand and use it for tapping naman. Start again with the head brain, focusing on repair. Inhale,
So, Loons, we have
exhale.
to say what it is because people might be on the podcast and not see us.
Oh,
So
there you
the
go. You're
hands,
tapping the head brain. Your hand should be spread. You're tapping the left and the right lobes together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we move down to the heart brain, which is the level of the sternum. Still tapping and doing the breath work, but focusing on storage now. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We move now to the gut brain. They say that the gut brain is the most powerful of the three brains because it's the level, it's where the intuition lies, the gut feel. Let's now focus on absorption, integration, and digestion. Okay, with my free hand, I'm now moving to the top of my head, still covering the left and right lobes, releasing my right hand, spreading my fingers out, and tapping again my head brain. You can tap over your hand. Inhale, exhale, focusing on your pair. Now we move to the heart brain at the level of the sternum, which is right in the middle of our chest, tapping and focusing on storage. Don't forget that your exaggerated breathing. Now move down to the gut brain at the level of your navel. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we move up to the frontal lobe. Release your other hand. Start tapping again. The head brain. Moving down to the heart brain. And the gut brain. Okay, now with a free hand, cover your forehead. This is the frontal lobe. And with your free hand, start tapping again. Let's move to the heart brain for storage. Inhale, exhale. Now to the gut brain at the level of the navel. Inhale, exhale. Now with our two hands, let's put it right above our ears for the temporal lobes. This is where our limbic system lies. It's the seat of our emotion, balance, diba? And let's take one deep breath cycle. Inhale and then exhale. Release one hand and then start tapping again. The head brain, make sure your fingers are spread out. Sternum, tapping for storage. And now to the navel, tapping to promote absorption, digestion, and integration to our body. Okay, let's bring back our hand right above our ear and release the other hand and start tapping again to complete the session. Tapping the head brain, taking deep, exaggerated breaths, focusing on repair. Moving down now to the heart brain at the level of the sternum, focusing on storage. And to the gut brain at the level of the navel for absorption, digestion, and integration. Now we move our hand back to where it was, just above our ears. Take one deep breath. Exhale. Let's close the session by putting the palms of our hand in the occipital and the frontal lobe, taking one deep breath cycle and moving it until we reach the center, moving it up and backward until both our palms reach the center of our head, taking deep breaths and now closing our cortisone session. So I hope it created a change in everyone. I myself felt relaxed. Diba? Now
Yeah.
our breath, when every time I breathe, now I know that it's reaching my lungs and blood is distributed
Yes.
throughout my body. And that's our goal, is to be able to promote relaxation, um, improve sleep patterns, and of course be able to restore the communication of our left and right brain to promote healing. That's it.
Yeah.
It's very simple, but very powerful. And I hope just, you know, um,
Yeah.
ask na lang Mommy Mundo here, Janice, on how you would be able to reach out. And I would be ready to, assist you and help you once you have an open mind to this type of healing modality.
Yes, Luz. Thank you so much, Luna. You've been
Thank
so
you.
generous with teaching this. And it's always shifts me up. So I just encourage all of you to try it at home. There's no harm in trying it. And then if it helps you, let us know. Share this and tag us, and then also do the raise your leg challenge of unfiltered skin.
Yes, it's
And you might just win
exciting.
a pack from unfiltered skin. So Luna, thank you for everything you do. Just like Carti sees, like is simple and powerful, and you are simple and relevant, right, in everything you do.
Yeah.
And all your advice today, I would have to attest, is really something you live by, which I'm sure a lot of other people who know you will say that as well. So
Yes, thank
I'm
you for
thankful
that.
for you and
Yes.
your work, and I just pray for all your dreams to come true, the big and the simple ones, especially your biggest dream, which we will
Yeah.
make happen. So again, you can reach Luna at Luna Loca and at Experience Luna, and soon her website experienceluna.com. Okay, so with that, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here on You the Mom. Thank you to all who listened to us today. Just know that your health and well-being rests in your hands. So take advantage of the power that
Yes.
you have, the power of your words, the power of your mind, and the power of your breath. Right.
It's
So
time
just
to take
remember,
charge of your life.
yes, correct. So thanks, Luna. And we believe that mom life and life in general is something to be celebrated and cherished. We believe that moms like us and you have to be celebrated and cherished. So from us to you, we say,
You
you
the
the
mom.
mom.